Hi friends, no that's not my intro. Ladies, gentlemen and all variations thereupon. Now for something completely different. You see, in this video I'm not going to be crafting anything as I normally would. In this video I'm going to be going through a series of role plays that Ginny D has put out on her YouTube channel. Now these videos are a point of view role play designed to help you develop a character, normally a D&D character, but it could be any kind of character. Fun fact, I've never actually played D&D. But I've created a few fantasy characters before, and as I've recently finished my cloak, I thought this might be a good opportunity for me to explore the character which I've created. So I've recorded a response to all Ginny D's videos, and I've tried to weave them into something of a narrative. There are gaps in it, obviously, because the videos were never intended to be a narrative, but I think you can fill in the gaps yourself. It's not hard to see where it was going. Anyway, without further ado, let's move on to the videos.
You're late. We agreed on sundown, did we not?
We did.
I hope it's not a habit. Would you normally consider yourself a punctual person?
You know what they say about wizards. Arrive when we mean to.
Well, let's not waste any more time. I am Augury, of course. My business needs no introduction, I'm sure. And it is best that we not name it. One never knows who may be listening. Tell me, what makes you think you'd be a useful addition to my guard? What makes you so special?
Well, used to be military, done things that other people might find distasteful. So if you need a job done.
This work requires a very particular set of skills, and we'll get to that, but it also requires a certain mindset. Would you consider yourself a moral person?
Doesn't everybody?
And were you raised with this outlook, or have you come to it on your own?
Come to everything on my own. Don't give me nothing.
As death is a necessary part of life, it is also a necessary part of this job. You've killed before, I assume. Please describe your first kill. How old were you? What did you feel?
19, didn't feel much about the kill, it was part of the battle, you know. Too much adrenaline trying to survive.
Interesting.
Barely remember the face.
Would you say that you believe some deserve to die? And if so, what circumstances might merit such a punishment, in your view?
There's always someone who deserves to die. The question is, who is the one deciding?
And what are your feelings on torture?
Had it done to me, no qualms about doing it to somebody else.
Is anyone off limits to you? Women, children, the innocent?
I don't see any point in harming a child, but nobody's innocence.
I see. Well, then let's discuss tactics. I am not merely seeking brute strength, although of course that can be useful in its own way. If given the option, would you rather deceive, convince, or threaten someone into doing your bidding, or my bidding?
It's always best to get somebody to do what you want of their own accord, even if it's by magical means, and I have some spells for that.
And are you a good liar then? Can you keep a secret?
Part of the military. Keeping secrets was what we did.
I want to be clear with you. I understand that each living being has their own mind, their own beliefs. My goal is not to change those beliefs in you, but simply to identify the cost of overriding them. Money is no object here. I'm seeking the very best, and I am willing to pay for it. Let's imagine, just for a moment, that someone bribes you to turn on me, to reveal my secrets. Could you be bought?
As long as you've got the coin, I'm yours. Isn't that good enough?
And if they torture you, will you break easily?
Didn't break last time.
Well, I'll tell you in advance. Anything anyone offers you to turn on me, I will double it. Consider it a reward for delivering them to me. Come, it's not all so dark. What about, errands? Chores? Are you too good for them? Delivering messages, for example. Refilling my wine.
Do you really want an assassin refilling your wine?
You will not be my sole guard, of course. I already have many formidable creatures in my employ. Do you play well with others?
Well, it's always best to work as part of a team. You watch each other's back and all that.
And if you were to identify your main weaknesses, what would they be?
There's no such thing as a weakness, really. You have to accommodate each other's strengths. I'm good at a distance, so it's probably best that I
Interesting.
stay away.
I do like you, I admit it. I find you unique. You would bring something new to my offices, there is no doubting it. What will it take? How much a week to tempt you away from your party and whatever your current objectives are, and bring you into the fold?
I have a standard fee of 100 on retainer, and I'll be paid by the job.
You could have anything you wanted, you know. Consider it. Don't be hasty.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
We're in the city 3 more days if you decide to accept. Inform me by then, and if you don't, well, let's hope we don't run into one another again. You may go.
Good lights.
This is longest shift. They should have blown horn by now, yes? Don't you think?
Say so.
Maybe he fell asleep. I know it does not matter to you. You are stuck here. But I want to go home and eat. Maybe I want to be here even less than you.
Probably.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
I am Nakrasha. Yes. Shekels. Those do not look very comfortable.
Oh, trust me, they're not.
What is your name?
Caster.
I know. You do not want to talk to me. I am keeping you here. I understand. I have idea. I take shackles off, you talk to me. Yes? I'm so bored.
Yeah, you got a deal, love.
This is not dream job. Lots of sitting around. And sometimes captives spit at me. Ugh. Tell me, why are you here? Did you make trouble?
You could say that. There's actually somebody in here I've got to see. Somebody wants him dead, and I need to know why.
There is no shame in making trouble. I like a little trouble. Is this first time behind bars for you? Or is this something you have done before?
Nah, done it before. Different circumstances, but same thing really.
And how is experience here? You have been here few days, yes?
Yeah, something like that. So I want to keep track. Not much daylight in here. Like that, well, one day ends and another begins, you know.
I know, it is prison. It cannot be good experience. How is food? I wonder if they feed you same thing they feed me. Not very good.
I don't know what they feed you, but yeah, it's basic slop. I just eat what's available, so.
Does it bother you to sleep on floor? How is your back?
No, I'm used to travelling, sleeping on hard floors, which is what I'm used to. It's the soft beds that get me, you know, when they're too soft and it just, ugh. Can never sleep on them. Never walk like the next day either.
At least you have a little window for air. Cells without window, they smell very bad. Very bad. What is worst part, you think, so far?
Same thing as it is for you, you know, boredom. At least last time I was locked up, I managed to walk away with this. It was at least interesting. This time, it's just been left here. I think I prefer the torture. I can't believe I actually said that either.
Yes, that is not good. How will you get out then? Would you make escape or try to prove you are not guilty of crime?
Well, truth be told, I am actually here on purpose. I've got a part who's doing the other parts of the plan, so we should hurry up. I wasn't have to get out myself, you know.
Of course. Why would you tell me this? I will not tell.
It was the truth.
No one listens to me anyway. If you do have trial, what will you tell them? How are you defending yourself?
Well, I'm not much of a talker. I guess I just tell them the truth, you know. I'm really an innocent person. I was misled by a cruel woman, you know. I don't think it's going to get me very far.
Do you think you would be good at this? Do people believe you when you tell them things?
Oh, of course I do. I mean, don't you think I'm born on his face? I wish people believed me sometimes. I really do.
I believe you. I think you are very persuasive.
Not easy to
But
say.
I would not be judging you. Really though. Do you make crimes sometimes?
Well, everybody makes crimes. It just depends where you are, what laws there are. What's a crime in one place isn't in another, you know. But the worst things I've done haven't been crimes. It should be that.
I make crimes. I am not ashamed to say it. I do what I must do. Even I once killed someone. But don't worry, he deserved it.
Sure he did.
What is worst crime you have made?
Worst crime? Worst crime? I was only following orders. Innocent people got killed. Wrong information, you know, bad intel. Collateral damage, I call it. If I ever find out who's responsible. And that should be a crime. It's only a crime if you lose that.
What drives you to make these crimes, do you think?
Well, that crime, most things I've done which are bad, it's because of orders. But as I get older, I've come to understand following orders isn't an excuse really. Your soul's in your own keeping. That's what a mate of mine says.
For me, it is rage. I have much anger inside about everything.
No, I just done that.
Sometimes it simply comes out of me. But also, Lots of things are against law. So many things. I wonder who makes law and why. Not every time does against law mean wrong to do. Would you agree?
No, totally. It's what I was saying earlier, and it's just because things are a crime doesn't mean they're wrong to do, as you say.
Maybe you never get out of here. Maybe you die here. Do you think? It is possible. Some die. The sick ones, mostly. If you died here, who would miss you?
Oh, I hope the party that's supposed to be getting me out, along with his targets. But,
I would miss you. Little bit. You're a good talking partner.
thank you.
You are probably in the middle of doing things when you come here, yes? Important things. What would not be finished if you died here?
Well, there's the old revenge storyline. Nah, I only focus on the here and now, really. So this mission is what's important. This mission's what's got to get finished.
Unfinished business. They call it this, no? If you are ghost. If you become ghost, who do you haunt?
There's probably some general that gave the order for the crime I committed. There's a dwarf that really deserves it. Every time he sits down to go to the toilet, have my face looming over him. That'd be hilarious.
You cannot haunt me. Even if you die here. I did not kill you. It would not be fair.
Don't worry, I wouldn't want you.
I am not afraid of many things, but I am afraid of ghost. Weapon would go right through ghost. How do you kill them? They are already dead. I do not like that. It is probably best if you do not die.
I hope I don't. Although, they're taking a sweet time getting me out.
I could let you out. Should I? Give me your pitch. Why should I unlock door?
Well, I'm gonna get out one way or the other. If you unlock the door now, it would save a lot of hassle. I mean, there's less chance of people getting in the way, you know. More likely, less collateral damage, let's just say it that way. You know you want it, come on.
You're making good argument, actually. Ah, but that is the horn. Time to change shifts. At least make it look like you are wearing this, yes? Or I get in trouble.
Yeah, right.
See you tomorrow, my friend.
See you tomorrow. It's gonna make casting easier.
Good morning, my dear. May Suni shine the light of her love and beauty upon your days. I am so thrilled to meet you. Now, please tell me the name of the ravishing creature standing before me.
Hide.
Breathtaking. Well, I am Edith Helmina Fairthimble, and I am so happy that you have decided to welcome love into your heart. You know, I work with people all across the world who are just like you. They're all looking for that special someone. Or a few special someones. We don't pass judgments like that here.
Wrong person, though.
Today, I am just going to ask you a few questions about yourself, about what you're looking for, about your past. I know that you don't know me, but I'm going to have to ask you to be honest with me. That's the only way this works. But don't worry, it is completely confidential. This stays between you, me, and Suni herself. First things first, we're going to have to get down the basics. So, how old are you?
36.
Okay. Do you have a preference with regards to gender?
No.
Okay, noted. Any objection to fangs, horns, wings, or tails?
No.
All right. Have you had a relationship before, and how recent are we talking?
About a year ago.
Mm-hmm. And do you sleep in pajamas or in the nude? Okay, I may be wrong, but I can't help but sense a little bit of trepidation coming off of you. But some part of you must be looking for love, even if it's not a conscious part. Otherwise, Suni would not have brought you to me.
I think it's somebody else
So-
who brought me here.
Do yourself a favor, or at least humor me, and give it a shot, all right?
Fine.
Okay. So, let's talk about what you are looking for in a partner. What would you say is your type? What do you find attractive about a person? And don't say redheads, because I'll think you're flirting with me. No, I'm just joking. You can say redheads. It's true.
Well, I don't really have a physical type. I suppose confidence, you know, someone who's self-reliant, who can handle themselves.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. I agree with you completely there. Describe for me your perfect date. What would you want to do? Where would you want to go?
Don't do too well in cities. I don't know, somewhere in the country, picnic or something.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Based on where you are in your life right now, are you ready to settle down, raise a family, or are you looking for something a little more casual?
I don't know, some casual, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely, yes. We can work with that. Now, I know you're an adventurer. You probably do a lot of travel. Are you okay with long distance, or would you expect your partner to come along with you on the road?
Probably be best if they stay at a distance. You know, I don't mind bringing someone along, but it gets dangerous.
What about deal breakers? Annoying habits, religious affiliations, pets? Anything you absolutely would not stand for?
It's quite ironic considering I'm a wizard, but I can't stand smoking. It's not healthy.
Okay, got it. You know, let's get a little uncomfortable here. It's time to talk about your dating history. Now, if you have not dated extensively before, just think about relationships in your life in general. So, friendships, family. We can learn a lot from how you relate to people, even outside of a romantic context. Although, look at you. I would find it hard to believe that nobody's tried to snap that up.
You say so?
So, are you usually the pursuer or the pursued? Are you the one that breaks up or the one that gets broken up with?
Pursued more than I pursue, but I'll go either way. We just all drifted apart before.
That is interesting. Tell me, what went wrong in your last relationship? Do you take any
Last?
responsibility there?
Well, she died, and yes, I do, if you must know. Due to part of my platoon. And I do consider it my fault.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, honey. That must have been really rough. You know, sometimes things just don't work out. But you can't spend the rest of your life thinking about it, or you'll end up like me. Always the matchmaker, never the match.
Yeah, you say so.
Never mind. We're talking about you. Let's stay on task. Do you have a one that got away? Somebody you still think about a lot?
Well, other than me last, but when it comes to love, it's just regret that I think about. Not much else to say.
Thank you for sharing all this with me. I know it can be hard to open up. We're just gonna get a little bit deeper now.
Deeper.
Let's talk about you. What kind of baggage are you carrying with you? What do you need to work on? Trust issues? Abandonment issues? Don't be shy. This is a safe space.
Well, since the war I've had a bit of PTSD, as I say. I don't know if I've got many issues to be working on. I just have to be understanding of what I've got.
Oh, I hear you there. You know, people say you don't date the person, you date the family. So in your case, what does that mean? If someone dates you, what are they also getting in the bargain? Your party? Your patron? Someone else?
Well, my party, I suppose. I don't really have a family. Army was the only family I know, and these guys have taken the place of it. Although that dwarf is really to get on my nerves now.
Let's talk about a different kind of language proficiency. I'm not talking about Dwarvish or Celestial. I'm talking about love languages. You know, your love language. How do you show someone that you love them? And how do you want to be shown that someone loves you? Gifts? Physical touch? Romantic words?
Words can be lies. Never trust words. Actions are what's important.
Absolutely, I understand that. I know this one might sound strange, but you only have to rescue one client from a hostage situation before you start to put this in the paperwork. So, do you have any extremely powerful enemies with a grudge against you who might want to use your partner as a way to get back at you?
If you would have asked me yesterday, I would have said no. But I think there may be a tiefling woman who wants to get a little bit of revenge now.
Duly noted. Okay. Last but not least, sexual compatibility. It's important. Would you describe yourself as adventurous? I mean, aside from the literal adventuring.
Not really sure how to answer that. I guess so.
Well, I guess that word means different things to different people.
Vague.
Tell me, have your previous partners described you as being good in bed? Don't look at me like that, it's on the form.
Well, apparently I was bad to begin with, but I got better.
Well, should we believe them?
Oh no.
Okay. Any weird kinks I should know about? Shape-shifting? Necromancy? Don't be shy. Trust me, I've heard it all before.
Don't think so. Just, plain, I suppose.
Alright. That is all I need for the initial interview. We will go ahead and start looking for compatible matches amongst our other candidates, including other temples as well as here. I already have a few people in mind. Actually, I interviewed the sweetest healer yesterday. Anyway, if we find a match for you, we will be in touch. And if you are happy with our services, we do accept contributions to the temple in the form of clothing, cosmetics, scents, jewelry, artwork, furniture, and chocolate. And statuary. Did I say statuary? And remember, true love conquers all. As long as you follow your heart, all will be well. May Suni shine the light of her beauty upon you, sweetheart. Farewell.
Well, there'll be a dwarf along shortly to make payments, unless I've killed him first, in which case, I don't know, we'll sort me out. Anyway, I've got to go.
Whoa! Welcome back to the world of the living. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You weren't dead. It's just a figure of speech. That was quite a look. Have you been dead before?
No, thankfully.
Well, don't worry. You were just unconscious. You are injured, though. Took an arrow in the battle. Luckily, didn't hit anything vital.
It wasn't in any, was it?
No, don't look down. You don't need to see all that blood. Just look at me. What's your name?
Castor.
That's a unique one. Where are you from?
Oh, out west near Hammerfell.
Wow, you're a long way from home. Do you ever miss it?
Nah, not
Ever
really.
plan on going back?
Nah, nothing for me there.
I'm Elowyn, by the way. But you can call me Ellie, I don't mind.
Do you have any nicknames?
No, they're for kids.
All right. Seems like you might have hit your head when you went down. Can you follow my finger with your eyes? Very good. Any nausea?
No.
Do you know what day it is?
Midday.
Tell me your favorite animal.
Snake.
Okay, you seem fine. Hope you don't like this shirt, because I need to get a look at what is going on down there. Yeah, that is beyond repair. Do you have a lot more clothes at home, or?
Just what I'm wearing.
Wow, that is quite a nasty scar. How'd you get that one?
Oh, ward went off. People being idiots.
Yeah, I'll bet you tell that story at parties. Well, you're gonna get to add another story to the list after today. You are gonna be fine. We just gotta get that arrow out of there. You're in good hands. I only lose half my patience. Sorry, joke. My dark sense of humor sometimes makes for poor bedside manner. Are you a jokester too, or more of a serious type?
I'm hilarious.
Okay, this might hurt. 1, 2, stop squirming.
For
Tell me
Peter's
about
sake, woman.
the last great meal you had. What's your favorite food?
Macadam nuts.
That sounds delicious. Are you a picky eater, or will you just kind of eat anything?
Whatever's available.
Wonderful. Yeah, you're doing great. I know. I'm sorry. That probably hurt. How well do you deal with pain normally?
Well,
Never mind.
always-
Don't think about that. Think about your party. I noticed you came in here with a few others. That must be nice. Do you enjoy being part of a group like that?
Always better, so I'm watching you back.
Pressure on this, please. They seem like a really nice bunch. All safe, by the way. A few of them are getting patched up too. Any party members in particular you were real worried about?
No, I know they can take care of themselves. That's why I'm wrong with them.
It's good to have people you can rely on. But we all need some privacy too. Any secrets you're keeping from your party?
I try not to. Spent too much of my life keeping secrets in the army.
You know, there was a time when I thought I wanted to do adventuring on my own. Never got the guts to actually do it. Now I'm too old. Turned 90 last week. I would rather drop dead right here than give up my mattress for a bedroll under a tree. Do you like traveling all the time, or do you just put up with it?
Oh, only life I've ever known, really.
This might sting, by the way. If I had to camp outside, I would be up all night worrying. I just stitched somebody up yesterday who woke up with a blade at his throat. Good old bandit alarm clock. Are you an insomniac like me, or you one of those lucky bastards who could just sleep anywhere?
I'll sleep anywhere. Well,
Me, the older I get,
Mostly.
harder it is to sleep. I feel like I lose an hour every decade. Seems unfair, considering that I feel more tired now than ever. How old are you?
36.
You're doing great. By the way, just stay still. Almost done. Adventuring's a bit of a young person's game, don't you think? Are you worried about how things will change when you're older? You have a 5-year plan, or just taking it day by day?
I could all be dead tomorrow. Just focus on now. And please focus.
Well, maybe when the time comes, you can try something that is a little less dangerous. You have any special talents or fun hobbies you could pay the bills with if you sheathed your sword for good?
A mage can always find good work. There's always a cord that needs you.
And we are done. Try to take it easy for a few days. Don't get it wet. After about a week, you'll need to take the stitches out. Is there somebody you'd trust to help you with that, or you more of a do-it-yourself type?
I can take care of me myself. Oh, pain.
Well, in the future, do me a favor and try not to get shot by any more arrows. I'm sure you are a great warrior. Just try to be a little bit less of a great target.
I'll try.
Evan, you done over there? Well, this has been a pleasure, but I have to go lend a hand for an amputation. No pun intended. It's a leg we're removing. It was nice to meet you. I hope we never have to do this again.
Likewise.
Has anyone seen my bone saw?
Whew, that guy's seen some stuff. Well, anyway, that was my response videos, and if you enjoyed them, I'd encourage you to make your own versions because they are really quite fun. Anywho, next week we're going to be going back to our regular crafting videos. But that was an interesting break for me, so I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, be sure to let me know. And although this isn't going to have any effect considering my viewership compared to hers, I encourage you to check Ginny D out as well. So, till next week, friends. For this outro section, I normally show the dramatic shots of what I've just made, but I don't have them in this one, so I was going to do bloopers, but I did everything in one take, so there's no bloopers for it. So, you're just getting me explaining the fact that I have nothing to show.